Hello, welcome back. In today's video, I want to speak about why focusing on ACOS is killing your performance and overall sales. My name is Yanni. I'm a seven-figure e-commerce seller. I've sold over $5 million on Amazon. I also have a full-service Amazon agency called E-commerceville, the city of e-commerce. We're your in-house marketing team for Amazon. We do listing creation, ads, design, A+ content, Amazon SEO, catalog fix, everything that you can think of when it comes to Amazon. We work with a little bit over 20 brands, and I hope you join us in your next. Now let's get into the video. Why is ACOS such an important metric? Everyone talks about ACOS, ACOS, ACOS. And what is ACOS? ACOS is advertising cost of sales, meaning your ad spent divided by your ad sales. Example, $100 in ad spent, and you produce from those $1,000 in ad sales, that is a 10% ACOS. Now, don't get me wrong, ACOS is a very important metric. It does show you how well you're performing just on the ad size. What ACOS doesn't really factor in, which is super important, is the organic sales. And organic sales are super important. What are organic sales? Organic sales are sales that are not coming from ads. So ad sales, what comes from ads and Amazon, PPC, and sponsored brands, and so on and so forth. And then you have the organic sales, which don't come from that. Now, ads do impact organic sales. The more your product gets bought on Amazon, the more you start ranking better, and people buy it and they see it on better positions. But of course, there's a caveat to this. Depending on your product, and now let's take two examples of product. Supplements, protein, and furniture, a sofa. Two different type of products, very different. Supplements has a very short span. It's a fast consumable product. People buy it all the time. It has a very short cycle. You might buy every month, every 2 months, every 2 weeks, depending on the quantity. So if done correctly, you have a great subscribe and save. You have a lot of returning customers. So you know that in this case, your ACOS might be very high, but if you do it correctly, your TACOS will be lower. Why? Because you have a lot of returning customers, you're ranking better, people are coming back, your subscribe and save is coming back. So now your actual ACOS might be 70%, 60%, but your TACOS is under 20. Now we've had clients that, especially for supplements, exactly for supplements, we've had clients with 60 plus ACOS at 15% TACOS, even lower. So that shows you the variety and how much ACOS can be different from TACOS, because ACOS doesn't show you the organic sales, which are super important. That's where the real money is made on Amazon. Now, in the case of a one-off product like sofa, you're not going to buy sofas all the time. Their buying cycle is much longer. It works a bit different, but similar principle. Now, when you're selling something like sofas, you still want to think of, am I getting enough organic sales? Because if you're selling well, you're ranking well, you're going to be in spots that people want to buy more. How often have you bought a product that's on the 3rd, 5th, 10th page on Amazon? Usually buy from the first page and the first 5 to 10 products. That's where most people are buying products from. And of course, product search, so on and so forth. But that's the prime real estate when it comes to Amazon. So even for one-off products, you still should be thinking of that. ACOS will be different than TACOS. And what I'm really caring is, are my sales growing? Am I making profit? And what are my objectives? So ACOS can vary. That's why if you get numbers individually, they make no sense. If you ask me, is 70% ACOS good? I'll say no. But if you show me a 20% TACOS or 10% TACOS on a 30% margin with growing sales and scaling that product, that's great. So it's really, everything is a case-on-case basis. That's why you should always consider, okay, ACOS is great, but what is my conversion rate? What is my click-through rate? What are my impressions? Am I growing sales-wise? What is my margin? Is my TACOS going down or going up? And if it is, why is it going up? It's all about your goal, your strategy, and the way you're thinking. It's an issue if you're just scaling to scale and you don't know why you're doing it that, or it's an issue if you're just optimizing but you don't have enough sales. You need to understand what's your goal and get towards that. And the way Amazon works is there's no guarantees. If someone asks me to forecast where you'll be in 3 months, I won't be able to tell you exactly where you'll be. Even with all the data in the world, I can give you an guesstimation, I can give you an approximate forecast, but 100% guarantees in this space, in this game, they don't exist. Amazon ads is not a guarantee. If done very well with a good product, good creative, good design, good images, you can do extremely well. But there are no guarantees in this space, in this game. So that's why you need to understand which metrics you're doing, how you're tracking them, and not being over obsessed about one metric. Make sure when thinking about ACOS specifically, look at what ACOS really means and how you're tracking it compared to other metrics, organic sales, conversion rate, click-through rate, impression. Because if you're tracking those and you see those ones are doing well, don't be over obsessed about ACOS. That's just one metric of many others you need to be following. I hope you liked this video. A lot more to come. We'll never stop. We can't stop. See you soon.